Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this the 50th annual general meeting of the company and the second since it underwent a major change in its structure and business as a result of the purchase of large tea and other plantations in addition to various trading and agency activities. The director's report and profit and loss account sent to you provide full information regarding the operation of the company during the year and the results achieved. I therefore do not want to waste your time in discussing the same points. With your permission, I take them as read. Now I propose to discuss mainly various factors which affect the tea industry in general and ourselves in particular. Before doing so, I feel it is appropriate, however, that I should refer to the general economic situation of our country. I hope you will appreciate that while more than 90% of our profits continue to be derived from the Indian tea industry, which is a matter of great pride and satisfaction. In spite of this, I am to inform you that the company's operations and results are considerably influenced by the overall economic and social environment in which that industry functions and the compulsions to which it is thereby subjected. During the year under review, the national economy recorded some changes. The rise in cost has been contained, the money supply appears to be under control, and food production was a record. The trend in general industrial production, however, is not as satisfactory as one would have wished and the now regularly found. Power shortage has seriously affected our industrial growth. The government has set up a number of committees. The outcome of such discussions and the implementation of such discussions as they might make will be of great importance to the economy in general and to industries such as the tea industry in particular. The Committee on Wages, Incomes and Prices has perhaps the widest range of issues for consideration. There is much talk about our foreign exchange balances and there are suggestions that these should be used for importing gold and consumer goods. The foreign exchange surpluses are by no means large as is popularly supposed, and we have seen in the past the efforts of misuse of our foreign exchanges. We should also not have a false sense of confidence about our export earnings and balance of trade. Now coming to the other committee that has been set up by the government of India, which is very important for our industry, is the expert committee on the marketing of tea. Obviously, the outcome of this committee discussions could have a considerable influence on the future of this important industry. But since I have the honor to be a member of the committee, you will not expect me to discuss its discussions particularly or to anticipate its findings. It is my duty to draw your kind attention to the various facts set out in the director's report and the accounts for the year under review. Though to a great extent they speak for themselves, it was a good year for your company. But our very success has brought to the forefront for urgent consideration a number of important questions such as the price of the tea, the financing of the expansion schemes, taxation and the like. I wish to discuss some of these questions in more detail after I have referred briefly to some of our other activities. With regard to the black tea production, I believe that it is important that an informed public opinion should exist on this matter if the right decisions are to be taken by those responsible in the coming years for the better future of the company. It is a matter of concern that our packet tea division had a very difficult year. This is because of the effort of the government of India to keep down the selling price of tea for the domestic use. As a result, the major tea packers were asked not to increase the price of the packing. Because of this, inevitably a situation arose where actual losses were incurred although sales were higher than in the previous year. Now it is time for our company to find some suitable measures for avoiding the losses. It is a matter of great pride that the company's instant tea factory works round the clock to try and meet the ever-growing demand for its unique product, mainly from the foreign countries, which has considerably increased our foreign trade. There is a very great demand for instant tea in our country also. I hope that the government will come forward with various policies to encourage the growth of tea industries in the country and tea consumption within the country. I shall be failing in my duty if I do not record the cooperation of our staff. I express my thanks to the shareholders for their continued support in all our efforts. Dear sir, we are in receipt of your complaint about the inferior quality of the goods supplied to you. We must, however, state that it has caused us considerable surprise because such complaint about the quality of our product has been received from you only in our smooth business. With regard to our consignment sent to you by railway parcel, we are definitely of a different opinion to that stated in your letter. It is our practice to examine the products carefully prior to packing and only after confirmation that it is exactly the same as required by the customer, it will be packed. Therefore, our clerk in the packing department is in a position to deny that the goods sent to you were in any way inferior to the sample sent by us to you earlier along with quotation. As regards the color, your complaint that it is much darker is only an exaggeration. We have again compared your sample piece with reference to sample taken from consignment sent to you and found that the color is exactly the same. In view of the above facts, we desire to know from you why we shall be called upon to make any allowance when we have delivered the goods actually to your order in every respect. We are compelled to come to conclusion that someone at your side is not acting honestly with an intention to cause trouble to us and claim an allowance from us. We are sorry to inform you that we are not satisfied with the manner in which you treat consignments, as we have to allow some claim or suffer some loss on every consignment sent to you. We are afraid to think what would be our ultimate loss on this business with you if we go on in this way. We regret very much to have to write to you in this manner, but we are unable to see any advantage in this business with you and have decided to ask you to send us a prompt settlement of our accounts. However, we look forward to better understanding between us in future. Yours faithfully.